Romeo, oh Romeo, wherefore dost thou, Romeo, deny thy father, refuse thy name? In fact, deny anything, just show up. Hello? Hello, Romeo? Hey, Madonna just said she's pregnant. Maybe there's some luck coming up. There's some hope. Will I ever find anybody worthy of these eggs? Joe, he didn't show up again. What am I going to do? Take this hat off of me. You know, I've been waiting for the guy to show up. He still hasn't shown up yet. What am I going to do? You know, but today, on today's show, there's some folks who say that they brought the Romeo of their life with them. You're not going to believe. These girls say that these guys were going to fall in love with. Joe is my hairstylist, and we always sit back in the dressing room talking with Joe. He's in a room full of girls. I feel sorry for you, Joe. He's always listening to us talk about our boyfriends, gab, gab, gab. I think most of us are always out there looking for Mr. Right. Am I okay? Thanks. Forget the hat. I never can't find Romeo. So that's what we decided to do today. Let's meet some Romeos now. How many of you out here want to meet a Romeo? Yeah! Hey guys, it's 1996. There's some guys who want to meet some Romeos too. My first guest called our show about a hometown Romeo. Everybody meet Andral. Come on, Andral. You said that you have got the Romeo. So for all of us women and maybe a man out here looking for a Romeo, describe this guy. How do you know him?
Well, I met him through his brother. When I first met him, you know, I kind of underestimated his skills. But, yeah, he holds his name, Sexy Mark.
Sexy Mark?
Yes, yes. I mean, whenever you go to the house, let's take any holiday, Christmas, Valentine's Day. It's like an inside of a department store. It's balloons, it's flowers from girls giving this to Mark, okay?
Really?
Yes, I don't see Mark. He don't send flowers. He receive flowers.
Really? Well, wait a minute. You mentioned a skill or two. What might be that skill?
Oh, well, it's called playerism.
Playerism?
Yeah. From the words of Mark, it's called playerism.
What was one thing that you saw where you said, boy, this guy is some kind of Romeo?
Well, one, you know, whenever I'm at the house or whenever... I know automatically if he has company because he comes down in his silk robe, you know, say hello. So
wait a minute, wait, whoa. He comes down in his silk robe. Hello. Silk robe?
Oh, yes, silk robe.
Now, he isn't one of those kind of guys that takes it a bit too far, is he?
Well, he doesn't act like he's all that, but, I mean, the ladies love him. I mean, he's charming, he's handsome. He has a wonderful sense of humor, always has something to talk about, and the girls just love it.
Just love it. Well, let's meet this rambunctious Romeo. Mark, come on down. I wonder if he's got his silk suit on. Hey. Oh, isn't that nice? Nice touch, Mark. How are you? Come on in and sit down. So, Mark, your friend describes you as quite some Romeo.
Well, you know.
What can you say?
I wouldn't call it a Romeo.
You wouldn't? Why not?
Nah. Well, most of the time, you know, when I meet a woman, you know, it's like when I meet someone, it's like when she comes up to me, we could talk and we can, you know, have a nice conversation. So I would say I get along with women pretty well.
Mm-hmm. What do you find that you do that really gets women's attention, where you have a woman swoon and go like, wow? What is it that you do that makes that woman feel so special? Different things that you've done.
Well, I can make her laugh. And, you know, let her have a good time. You know, if I take her out, you know, have a good time. Because most women, you know, they think an attractive guy, he's automatically going to be stuck up or think that he's all that, which most likely, you know, it's not like that with everyone. But you have to get to meet a person.
Yeah, I like a guy who'll make me laugh. Don't you? It really breaks the ice. You know, if you can laugh with somebody, honey, you can get through some rough times. Well, let's find out what one of Romeo Mark's Juliets has to say. Anitra, come on out here. Anitra. I don't know what body language might mean here, but as soon as I said Anitra, old Mark crossed his arms. We're going to find out what happened with Anitra and Mark. We've got more Romeos to meet, and we're going to see if Mark can top the list. This woman might help our vote. She says she just met Mark this past weekend, and she says he swept me off my feet. We're going to find out how right after this. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? We'll find out today on Rose Rockin' Romeo Show. This area without the glow of love over here. This couple holding hands. Girlfriend's got a heart around her neck. She found her Romeo. No, congratulations. What did he do that you said, boy, this guy, I love this guy. God. What did he do that was romantic? Other than blush like that.
I don't know.
You're starting to match the red in the flag. No. Can you remember one instant where it was really romantic? Something he did, the little thing?
Just that, he cooks me romantic dinners and stuff and remembers to bring flowers and cards when there's not a holiday or something.
Oh, man, you're striking 1,000 over there. That is great. You know, a man who can cook. Girls, isn't that something? I mean, can really cook. Not just throw a dog in the water, but I mean, really cook. What do you this is your honey, huh?
Yeah, he is.
What did he do that was so romantic, that made him your Romeo?
When we first met, he took me down to Central Park and we went on the rock over near Belvedere Castle. And just was really sweet, and people sung to us.
They sang to you?
Yeah.
Did they want money when they finished?
No.
Okay. It is New York. But we're back talking with people who say that they've got somebody in their life they want to bring on the show for all of us out there looking for Mr. Right, looking for a Romeo. Well, just before we left, we were talking to Mark over here, whose friend Andrell brought him on, but then, boom, there's Anitra. Anitra, how do you fit into this picture?
Well, I now reside in North Carolina, but I decided to go back home to Rochester. I'm from Rochester, New York, to see Andrell. She lives in Buffalo now, but she's about to have her baby, so I decided to come up and see her before, she dropped her load. And so she came
her load
before she dropped her load.
Oh, man.
Well, I came up, and she speaks with Mark, frequently on the phone, and she spoke with him one time, and I got on the phone, and I talked to him, and I liked what I heard. I liked this, his demeanor. I liked it. So I decided to go to Buffalo to meet him, and spend a little more time with Andrell. And when I got there, we went over there.
Is he romantic?
He's very romantic.
She ended up staying with him and not me. Should have went more than me.
That silk robe did the trick, huh?
Yeah.
Did he come walking out in a silk robe to say hello?
Well, he looked like a silk robe when he walked to the door, so it was all good. He greeted me at the door. He gave me a nice hug. When I first met him, I came over there. He made me feel very comfortable. I came in, sat down. He immediately started talking, had good conversation.
Did you kiss him?
Oh, no doubt. Kissed him.
No doubt.
Stayed the night. I enjoyed myself. It was all love. It was all love.
So he was romantic.
He was very romantic.
Okay, we've got another woman ready to testify about Mark's Romeo ways. But first, let's get to another Romeo. It seems to run in the family, you see, because he's Mark's cousin, and he's being nominated by his current Juliet. Please welcome Shauna. Hi, Shauna. Now, Shauna, what makes Mark's cousin such a Romeo to you?
He's very, very romantic with me. Lots of balloons, flowers, things like that. He does things like that all the time.
He's learning from Mark.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He may have taught Mark a few things himself.
No.
But even having a steady girlfriend, he's very flirtatious with just women in general. Very charming. Very, just likes to make people smile a lot. Women in particular.
When is one incident when he really made you say, "What a real Romeo"?
We were at the store recently, and I was going shopping for a few things for the house, and he kept telling me, go do what you gotta do, go do what you gotta do. And, what are you doing, you know, and he kept trying to leave me in the store, and I couldn't understand why. So I got all mad, and I went, you know, off by myself and did my shopping, and I came back, and he had roses and a balloon for me, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's so sweet.
Oh, well, is Ricky a Romeo? Let's find out for ourselves. Ricky, come on out here. Hi, Ricky. Ricky, do you think you're a Romeo?
Yes.
Do you work hard at it?
It comes natural.
Comes natural. Why do you think? What is your philosophy on the way that you treat women in terms of being romantic and trying to be the so-called Romeo?
The way I break the ice usually is by making a woman laugh. Mm-hmm. If you make anybody laugh, if everybody just laughed every day, then it wouldn't be no crime or fighting. People take things too serious. I'm always upbeat. Even when I'm sad, you'll never know it unless I'm really sad. I still, like, don't worry about it. I have this soul attitude, like, it's gonna eventually get over, you know, and I use that with talking to people, and women especially.
Yeah, it seems to work for you, huh? Shauna, she seems awfully happy.
Most of the time.
Well, our next guest just spent the weekend with old Mark back here. She says she was just left breathless, knocked off her feet. Elka, come out and talk about it. Elka, we're going to talk to you and get the rundown about this past weekend. We've got more lover boys coming up, and this woman who says that she's ready to spill a few beans. The sexy truth about her Romeo when we come back. The most debonaire, the most ooh-la-la, don't even know how to describe this man kind of Romeo today. You know, we're getting close. What do you think? You think we found any Romeos today so far?
I think Mark's a Romeo, but I have a question. Do you have a girlfriend? A steady girlfriend?
Why, are you available?
Yes, I am.
Wait a minute, Mark. Wait a minute now. We got something going on here. Why don't you, let's like kind of take a little sneak peek. Act like we're not here. How would you talk to her? You see her sitting on a pretty park bench, tweet, 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 all little birds. And so, how would you do it? Describe the scene.
Well, the first thing I would do, I would look for some sort of flower, you know, in the grass somewhere. And I'll walk up to her, come up behind her maybe, you know, and tell her how beautiful she is.
Well, get busy, talk.
First of all, she has a booming body, so I would definitely, you know.
Now, Mark, how you would talk to her. Now, act like we're not here. Just go on and hit on her. Work her nerves, rock her world.
Okay,
I missed the soap operas today. I need something good.
I'll probably come up behind her and say, hello, gorgeous, how you doing?
I'm fine. And yourself?
Would you like to take a walk? Are you here alone?
I'm here alone.
Okay, what's your name?
Tamika.
Okay, then we could take it from there.
Take that walk, honey. Take that walk.
But then I would walk by.
Oh!
So when I walk by, it's done. Bye, Tamika.
Goodbye, Tamika.
That's what he was saying.
So are you two still hot and heavy?
No, we're just friends. You know, I'm in North Carolina, so we really can't have a relationship. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm too fly for all that.
Well, you better fly there real quick. So why would you break up what was happening here with Tamika?
Because if any man sees me, of course they're gonna stop talking to whoever they're talking to, because I'm just that fly. You know, Mark's fly, I'm fly, so we'll just
I don't know, because she looked kind of good there, you know what I'm saying?
But she not better than me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, the question I have is flowers and balloons sounds like it could be expensive. I wonder if they have great jobs or they're working up to being gigolos or something.
We all work.
I don't know.
We all work.
We all work.
You know what I'm saying?
We all
I'm
work.
a student and I work.
Yeah, me too.
Wait a minute, hold on. Because romance without finance is a what? Nuisance.
No chance. All right.
Shit without money.
There's a movie for Mark. You have to be very careful. A Thin Line. watch it. You gotta be careful some of these ladies out here, because they ain't going for that one woman, because she just said it right there.
Believe I'm always packing a Jimmy hat, though.
No, I'm talking about as in a woman scorn, because she just told that woman over there, if you walk with her, she gonna walk in the back of y'all.
Yeah, but I'm single to mingle.
Right,
I don't have a woman.
Women have.
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm not saying that I would be jealous. I'm not the jealous type. Come on, I'm too fly to be jealous. You know what I'm saying? I got too much going on for me to actually let him intimidate. You know, what I'm saying is, no, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying when she walks by, he's chatting with her. When he sees me walk by, that's the end of the conversation, because all eyes on me. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
whether or not I know him or not, I don't have to know Mark. You know, Mark's a nice guy. You know.
For Mark.
Mark, are you totally sincere, or are these lines just for a line's sake?
Yeah.
I'm sincere.
Garbage.
Oh, yeah.
If I want to meet somebody, and you know, that's just straight up. You know, it's not nothing that I'll make up or anything. It'll come straight out.
Yes.
Mark is
garbage.
I'll say Mark will. He will, if he says, he will say, "Excuse me, you look nice." He won't. Me and Mark, we hang out all the time.
Wait a minute, but as far as being sincere, he will do it with any woman, though. I mean, he will try the same lines. Yes, he will.
He won't
Wait a
try
minute.
the same lines.
We all work at the same place, right? My friend, he was talking to my friend. My friend needed a ride home. She was like, oh, I'll call Mark, but they didn't want me to come home, so I don't know, right? So then me and him left to go home, and Mark is pulling into the driveway, all within like 5 minutes of each other, okay? Mark is pulling up, talking about, well, I'm about to go swing this up, and I'm thinking, how did he get here so fast?
That's a guy thing.
Right,
you don't know about that.
He was there to pick up a whole nother female while trying to talk to my friend, so he will try. I'm not.
Don't mention any names who aren't here to defend themselves. What do you say, sir?
I have a question for the lady in the purple pants.
Okay, Antrese.
Barney. What's her name?
Antrese.
Antrese.
I'm saying, yeah.
Well, whatever it is. I'm
Anitra.
saying sometimes modesty goes a long way, so you know you shouldn't put yourself out there like that. Oh, I'm fly and all that. You know,
Come on now, what is you talking about? I'm saying, if I'm fly, I'm fly.
If somebody thinks you're gorgeous, let them tell you. You shouldn't have to present yourself and sell yourself out like that.
I see what you're saying. But can I say something? Can I say something? I have a high self-esteem. I don't think I'm all that, you know what I'm saying? I said I know I'm fly. Fly means you got it going on. You fly. Now, if somebody tells me I'm fly, I won't be like, I know. I'm going to say thank you. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what you're saying. You said, I know I'm fly. You can't.
Yeah, I do know I'm
fly. You can't
fly,
do that. I'm saying, if you know you fly, that's good and all. But let other people tell you. Don't just say out there, oh, I'm fly. You gotta like me.
So as a potential Romeo, that really turns you off.
It took you out there.
I
I see what he's saying.
I see what he's saying,
but it's not.
To each his own. It's all in the one's definition of fly.
What did you think about that, Mark, as the self-proclaimed Romeo there? Did that turn you on or turn you off with a woman with confidence that way?
Well, I think that if a person knows that they look good, that's all fine and dandy, but just don't go around thinking that you all that. Because
I see what they're coming from.
You're saying, but okay, can I say, Mark, when you first met me, did I portray it as if I was all that?
No, you didn't.
I came in, I'm mad cool. I'm down to earth. I'm very down to earth. I'm outgoing, but I know what I am.
But I know that no matter what, she guys talk to her, regardless to the point. I mean, she gets mad action. That's why she can kick it like that, because she has that attitude.
So, Elka, what was your weekend like with Mark?
Well, I met Mark in Buffalo at the mall, and my cousin had spotted him first.
How did he approach you?
He just called me and asked me where I'm from and asked me for my number, and we exchanged numbers, got together the next day, went to a movie and a dinner, and he seemed very nice.
What made him a Romeo to you?
Excuse me?
What was it that made him such a Romeo to you?
He was just telling jokes, and he was just making me laugh all the time.
3 times men who make me laugh has been romantic. Have you noticed that? I really think that must be something there. Get your jokes together, guys. My next guest has got 2 candidates with her. Let's meet Manda. Come on out, Manda. We're gonna meet Manda's 2 hunka burning loves, Jason and Cass, some dancing boys, when we come back. Are they coming now? Wait a minute, let's meet them before the commercial. Come on out, guys. Well, now, aren't you cute? What's your name? What? Cass. And what makes you such a Romeo, Cass?
I like to just keep eye contact, let them know how I feel and what I am.
Well, let's see. Put your eye contact to practice as you hand out those roses. Let's see how you do. Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Good. And what makes you such a Romeo?
I just like body language.
You just like body language.
I like body
well,
language.
let's check out your body language as you work up there and hand out those roses.
How you doing?
Woo!
How you doing?
The lady over here said, excuse me, the pregnant lady over here said. We'll be right back in a minute. We met two guys here, Jason and Cass. Say they've got their small town in the suburbs of Minneapolis. Just talking about them. What are they saying about them? What you guys? What do you think?
At first, it's not good.
Not good?
Well, not at first, because we were known as I was known as a captain, star captain, football, baseball. Went to college, came back, and started dancing. Found out I could make a lot of money dancing. Saw a good opportunity when it was, but then it ended up turning on me. And so.
So what do you do? Hoochie coochie dancing?
Yeah. Stripping.
Mm-hmm.
I was a stripper.
And
I was.
And what about you? Why are they talking about you?
He's cocky.
I was always a cocky one in high school. I was a class clown. I think people expected it from me, pretty much. So I just kind of became a dancer because my friends were, pretty much. So they were into it, and I got into it, and now I'm into it.
So have you found any ladies that you really like? Is it hard to find ladies when you're a dancer? I would think.
Well, go ahead. It's easy to find ladies in general, but it's hard to find a good one. A good one that'll stay with you, because I'm a dancer. You're not trusted very much. You're just not trusted at all because you're already quota player.
Yeah.
You're a dancer because we travel from city to city all the time, every weekend, and we meet different ladies everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's hard for the girl in your life to,
understand
that kind of stuff.
So Robin, what's your relationship with these guys, and why do you think they're such Romeos?
I grew up with these guys. I went to high school with them. Known them since like 5th grade, and we're just all really good friends because we all kind of lost contact after high school.
So
we brought together. We all worked in the same club.
So what did you see about them each one night that made you say, there are really some romantic guys under those hoochie coochie dancers?
Well, with Cass, he's got a girlfriend, and that's who he's with.
Mm-hmm. So what's about him that made him a Romeo?
What's that?
What made him a Romeo that made you pick up the phone and call the show and say he would fit into this category?
We go anywhere we go. We go to Perkins, the mall, everyone. All these girls are like, "Hi, how you guys doing? How you been?" And they don't even know who they are.
You're the guy who had that little G-string on last night.
This question is for all the gentlemen. I just like to know, do the women fight over you? Because I know women, when they start talking and they start saying, oh, they find a nice looking guy, what are they going to do or what are they going to say? And I just want to know if they fight over you because you're so nice.
That's called drama. That's called drama, is what it is. It's just all drama. Different girls say different stuff about all of us and it's a whole circle, big circle.
To the men, to the gentlemen, from one Romeo to another.
This I gotta hear.
You know that opportunity shows for us. There's many times where we go out with these girls and we show them a really good time and we tend to see their weaknesses. Do you tend to take advantage of those weaknesses?
Good question. Mark!
I wouldn't say take advantage of it. I would say we would more or less, realize what she really wants. Like some women, they like a man that's sensitive or whatever, and you would try to, be sensitive.
Well, me, I'll actually, if I want to get something, not sex or money, but if I want something, I'll play on it, and it works. I mean, with her, I know her weaknesses, and I'll play on it, and it works.
What about the other girls, Rick?
Well, there's one of his weaknesses. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mark. First of all, where did you buy the robe? I'm quite sure that the gentlemen want to know.
Okay, well, there's a lot of places you could go to. Are you familiar with Victoria's Secret?
That's right. They do have men's little silky stuff in there.
Of course, the robe seems to work. And are you the father of this child here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Y'all are just friends, right?
We're just real close friends.
Right. Right. Okay. Nothing by osmosis. While these two guys go around town strutting over there outside of Minneapolis, saying they really know how to wow a woman in the bedroom department, our next guest says she can rate at least one of them. She's got a romantic Romeo report card when we come back. I think by the body language we know which one. We were talking during the commercial, and guys, I gotta tell you, there's some people in the audience who say, you know, I think they're just all talk, because if they were real Romeos, they wouldn't be on national television talking about it. What do you say in response to that, guys?
I know if you got game, you're not supposed to talk about it, but, you know, it's just an opportunity to say that, look, you know, we're dancers, but we also have a sensitive side. We also have a real side, a real down-to-earth side that's true.
Well, Cass, my girlfriends and I, we like men who can dance. So, how about if we see a couple of moves? How about some music?
Whoa, how about some music?
Go ahead,
Come on, guys. Turn it out. Let's see. Now, just imagine this in a G-string. What'd you think? Good. It lived up to the name. I think you turned it out, guys. I think it worked. Now, there was one lady who says that she knows one of these guys in the biblical sense, you might say. Robin, you know who this might be? You do? Guys, do you know who this might be? You do? Who?
Robin?
My roommate.
Your roommate?
My roommate.
All right, well, roommate, come on out. Robin? I think I know which guy she knows. Which one is it? The one. But he was a gentleman who walked out. What you ticking your foot there like that for? So what happened?
We went out a couple times, but we decided that we were just better off friends. I mean,
was he romantic?
Well, when we only went out like to a movie and stuff. It wasn't really a big deal. But we've
you know something? The way a guy passes you the popcorn can be romantic. You know? Hadn't some cute little things happen in that movie theater? When you start crying, I fell in love with a guy one time. When I was boo-hooing in the movie theater, he reached in his pocket and passed me his kerchief. Is that great? And then months later, he brought it back and it still had the makeup on it. That was so romantic. And that's something that's totally free, costs nothing, but it was the quick thinking of he was just thinking of me. So sometimes it's the little things that count.
Yeah.
So go on.
Well, we went out.
I just thought I'd have a little lapse of memory there. Go on.
Go ahead.
When we go out, it got to be a little bit old being approached all the time. Going wherever we went, to a club, to wherever, we were always approached by girls all the time. Just for the fact that there's only one male dance club in Minneapolis, so they were all known by most of the girls out there.
Did you
so
feel
it got hard?
Did you feel did he do anything that made you feel dissed or anything?
No, not at all. I mean, he would always introduce me, whatever, but it just got to be old.
But he's got good home training. I like how he stood up when you came out and shook your hand. And if he were around a bunch of women who were coming up to you and he didn't make you feel uncomfortable, there's a lot to be said for you, Jason.
Oh, these are very polite guys. Very polite guys. I mean, they have a lot of respect for people, and they're some of my best friends.
Makes him a Romeo to me. Well, when we come back, we're going to pick 4 members of our studio audience and see what kinds of lines these guys might use to get them to go out with them. We're going to play a little improvisation here and put them to the test after this. So, who's your question for? Go on, just ask me.
Actually, all of you, how long can you keep up these romantic tactics, so to speak? I mean, how long have you had a relationship for? Because it seems to me that you probably wouldn't be able to keep that up for longer than maybe a month.
A month?
I mean,
that's a Romeo?
How long? You tell me. How long?
You can keep it up as long as you want. I've been in a relationship and it's been nothing but romantic for
What's
about 3 years.
been your longest relationship?
My longest has been 3.5.
3.5 years?
Yes.
And how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay,
Good
you're
for
coming.
him.
You're cooking. You're cooking.
Honey, son.
Tristan. For the Romeos, I was just wondering if you ever get in a situation where it's hard to work your lines. Like if you really like a girl, you know,
Sure.
do you fumble like a normal guy? Yeah.
When I fumbled, that's who I fell for, is because I knew I was just shook. She just shook me when I saw her.
Exactly.
And when I went to go throw a line, she threw one back at me, and I was just like, Asha.
It's basic. It's not like I'm just full of lines. It's more like I may fumble.
That's how you say 'em.
If I'm being truthful, which just being natural. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to say when I see, like, I'm going to sit there and plan. I'm not really the type of person that knows the real smooth with words. I'm real sincere with words, but I'm not, per se, the old line, have I seen you from somewhere? No, I'm not with lines. I don't say lines, like that. Do I know you from
What's your sign? Stop!
What I find out, most women just want you to just speak to them like they're a human being.
That's
Hello,
right.
hi, how are you doing? Not, yo, baby, what's up? Could I get that number? No. Like that.
Well, we're going to judge how you guys approach lady. We're going to get a volunteer from the audience and have each one. Mark, you already did your thing, so we're going to let Ricky and Cass and Jason do their thing. But before we do that, I want you to see, but look, this is what's going to be funny. Everybody in the audience is holding these little cards. One says, if you don't do it right, they're going to say, I don't think so, Romeo. And if you do it well, they'll say, oh, Romeo, Romeo. So we'll see how well you do. But first, you know her as the founder of Sassy Magazine. She's the author of a new book now entitled For Real. And she's going to help us figure out who's really a real romantic Romeo. It could be bumpy. Please welcome Jane Pratt. In Sassy, how would you say, what in your opinion makes a real romantic Romeo?
Well, I think that a lot of guys could learn from something that Mark did with the audience member before, which is, I think a lot of guys might look at a girl and think, oh, she looks great in those jeans, or she's got a beautiful smile, or whatever, but he verbalizes it. I think a lot of guys might think those things, but they don't have the confidence to come out and say it. And a woman needs to hear those things. She needs to get that reinforcement. And not just the first time, but throughout the relationship. Need to hear what the guy likes about you. It's not enough to just have him there. You want to hear what it is that's good. So I think that's one of the things. And also, and you said it before too, it keeps coming up, making women laugh. It's so true. You can't say it enough. It's like Laughing, it's what
Not
makes...
laughing now while she's talking, though.
No, while the
Go on.
expert is speaking.
While the expert is speaking. Go on, Jane.
But that's key also. And being sincere and not being afraid to fumble and just be yourself. But I do think that one of the things we heard before is that when I found the woman that was the real woman for me, I didn't have all the lines. I did fumble. So that's something that women can look out for. If a guy's too smooth, if he's got the lines, then maybe he's just playing you.
Maybe he's used them 10 times before he got to you.
That's right.
Right. You had something to say? What?
You said when he verbalized,
Yeah.
a lot of girls think that's BS. If she
Well,
come out saying, "Oh, you're beautiful,"
it depends.
and I take this rose and whatever,
Uh-huh.
It depends on what you say.
BS.
And it depends on whether you mean it. It depends on whether you mean it, right? And I think that when you said those things to her, it sounded like you really meant it. Now, maybe you're just a very good actor, but it sounded genuine, it sounded sincere.
Well, guys, start thinking during this commercial because you're going to be put to the test. We're going to choose 3 women from out here and see how your approach is. We're going to be checking out your technique, and you're going to be judged right after this. We'll be back, so get your pens and papers ready, too, and vote with us. We'll be right back in a minute.
Well, I wanted to find out, wouldn't you guys prefer to be a real Romeo to one woman and have her be your one only? For example, my husband is my one and only Romeo, and nobody else. Wouldn't you like that instead?
Rolonda, I wanted to make a point about that. I don't mean to cut you off, but it's very true. I think a distinction needs to be made between a player and a Romeo. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, Mark has all these girls, and oh, he does this for each girl. And, you know, a Romeo is someone who's romantic, not necessarily has a lot of women. Maybe he's romantic with the one woman that he has.
Okay, but if I do find that woman,
Oh, no, I'm not
that I can,
trying to say
settle
you.
down with, then that's the only woman I would be romantic with.
Well, but would that make you less of a Romeo? That's what I'm saying. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, I tell you, that makes a Romeo to me. Somebody who makes you feel like you're the only woman in the world.
And who isn't making 10 other women feel the same way,
way.
right?
But you have to take into account, Mark is still young, so he's still, he still has to get out there and get to meet people and do different
Yeah, and,
things.
and when you keep blocking, he's not going to find that or like
I'm in North Carolina. I can't block him. Mark,
Yeah.
Mark, I haven't even. As a matter of fact, I haven't even talked to Mark since the last time I've seen Mark.
But if you go back to the real, I didn't mean to cut you off. If you go back to Romeo and Juliet, that was the thing that made him Romeo. He loved Juliet. He didn't love Juliet and Juliet number 2 and Juliet number 3.
Right.
There was one that he loved. So that's what makes a true Romeo in the end. A one-woman man.
A one-woman man. That's
So
true.
now how do I go about doing that then?
Well, we're about to find out right now. We will give you some practice. Now, let's see, Richard, since you're such the Romeo and you have your girlfriend here, I don't think it's fair to send you out in the audience and pick somebody because that would dish your girlfriend. So why don't you look at your girlfriend and do your romantic lines? And let's everybody get your little papers ready. Either he does it or he doesn't. We're going to watch. You got 20 seconds, by the way.
You love me?
Yes.
How much?
More than you know. More than you deserve.
Sure.
Yes.
Can I have a kiss?
No.
Why not?
Because we're on TV.
I love you.
All right, let's judge. Oh, man. He failed by unanimous decision. Unbelievable. Hey, what did the card say? I don't think so, Romeo. Man, you better be glad you got your girlfriend. Okay, let's see what you can do, Cass.
Am I just going to speak in the camera?
Do you have a girl that you'd like to speak to?
She's in Italy right now, but yeah, I got a girl I'd like to speak to.
Well, they may pick us up in Italy, but maybe she's out shopping. So why don't you just pick somebody here?
You have to go up to him?
Yep. We want to get your walk right, too.
Are you enjoying the show?
Yeah.
Okay, so what if I told you that you should come and be a guest on my show? You don't know if you would, or you don't know if you would accept my offer.
I have to think about it.
Okay, what if I told you that I'll pick you up, take you out, take care of everything. All you need to do is just come.
Maybe.
All right. Sounds good. Well, I hope I see you there.
So what'd you think? What'd you think?
Seriously embarrassed.
Seriously embarrassed. Well, let's vote. What do you think, audience?
I got told.
He put both of them up.
I don't know. I have no idea here. It looks almost kind of split, half and half. A little between. All right, get on up here, Chase. Get your lady. Let's see how you do. Yeah.
I gotta go to the girl I was dancing with.
Oh.
Stand up.
The old over-the-shoulder routine.
Camilla.
Camilla. Well, Camilla, how would you like it to go out with me tonight? Go to dinner, we'll go dancing, and we'll go for a ride in the carriage in that little park out there that they call Central Park. How would you like to do that?
I'd love to.
All right, I'll pick you up around 8 then.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, what do you think, audience? Oh, Romeo, I think you did well. All right, Jane, what do you say?
I think, well, for one thing, on the first one, I would say for Ricky, the important thing was not what the audience thought, but what his girlfriend thought.
That's
Did you
right.
think that he was a Romeo?
I think he did it on national TV, so he just proved to me that he loved me more than anything. Everybody was watching.
That's who he was doing it for,
So no matter what you say. Okay. What about the other guys?
And I think that the other guys did pretty well too, in that they seemed to really focus on the woman. It seemed like it wasn't about their own posturing, their own ego, making themselves look good, saying I'm all that or whatever. It was about making the woman feel good, and that is the key, I think.
Yeah. Well, plus it was on national television and da-da-da-da. You never know. We'll be right back in a minute, everybody. He already did it. Talking during the commercial about all the wonderful little things that guys can do that they don't cost a bunch of money, just things that make you feel good.
Yes, wait, first of all, if my boyfriend does not hand me the tissue next time I'm in the movies with him, I'm going to kill him. Because I want that. And the cooking, right? A guy that would cook for you. That's wonderful.
Oh, wait a minute. A girlfriend of mine told me one.
If they're good cook.
Yeah, they're a good cook. Okay. She said that a guy sent her 11 roses and brought the 12th. Isn't that a good one? That's a good one.
That's good.
Isn't that good?
Yes.
But just little things, even if it's after a hard day work, rubbing your feet.
Yes. And the stuff that comes up over time, too. It's not just the first time they meet you, but you want them doing that 6 months down the road.
That's
you still
right.
want them rubbing your feet or,
That's right. Remember, guys, you keep them the same way you got them. We'll see you next time on Rolonda. Thanks for being with us. Thank you so much. Bye,